ये तो बहुत शरारती है. She is very shy. He's just lazy. In our Indian homes, we hand out labels like they're free samples at a market. We think we're just describing our kids to a relative or a teacher, but what we are actually doing is handing them a script. A script they will spend the rest of their lives performing. Namaste. Today, we're talking about the labeling trap. We often use words to define our children's behavior, but psychology tells us that children eventually become the labels we give them. If you call a child stubborn enough times, they stop trying to be flexible because they believe stubborn is just who they are. Their internal identity starts to match your external words. Think of a label like a price tag on a product. Once it's stuck, it's hard to see the value underneath. When we label a child, we stop looking for their strengths. We become blind to the moments they are actually trying to change. We only see the behavior that fits the label we've already placed on them. Every label is a self-fulfilling prophecy. If a child is told they are bad at math, their brain eventually stops trying to solve the problem. They think, why bother? I'm the kid who is bad at math. The label becomes a wall that stops them from even trying to climb towards success. Here is the aha moment. Your child is a verb, not a noun. They aren't naughty, they're acting out because they are tired or overwhelmed. When you shift from labeling their character to describing their feeling, you give them the power to change the behavior. You give them a way out. So, why do we label? Often, it's for our own convenience. It's easier to say, he's messy, than to spend time teaching him how to organize. Labels are shortcuts that save us effort but cost the child their confidence. It's easier to say, she's a crybaby, than to sit with her big emotions. The first step toward breaking this trap is learning to separate the behavior from the identity. Instead of saying, you are a bad boy, say, that was a bad choice. This small shift in language tells the child, I love who you are, even if I don't like what you did. It leaves the door open for a better choice tomorrow. A powerful shift happens when we start to catch them being the opposite. If you've labeled your child irresponsible, look for the one moment they actually put their shoes away. Highlight it specifically. I saw how carefully you placed your shoes today. That was very responsible. When you change the evidence, you help them rewrite their script. We can also replace judgment with a golden observation. Instead of judging the results, just describe what you see. I see you're working really hard on that drawing. Description builds internal pride, while labels build a need for external approval. Let them decide who they are based on their own genuine efforts. The labels we use at home follow them into the world. Our words become the internal voice they will hear for the next 60 years. It takes effort to stop the labels, especially when relatives say, ये तो बिल्कुल अपने चाचा पे गया है. We must be the ones who protect their identity. Parenting is about being a gardener, not a carpenter. Nurture the plant to become what it was meant to be, not what you forced it to be.